On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Disturb.
To interrupt someone who is trying to work, sleep, etc.
Examples:
Disturb the peace. Disturb his sleep. Tourists frequently disturb the island's delicate natural balance.
Familiarity.
A state of being well known or closely acquainted with someone or something. The quality of being easily recognized or understood. A feeling of comfort or ease in a particular environment or with a certain situation.
Examples:
Casual familiarity. Sense of familiarity. The tourists' familiarity with the city's layout allowed them to navigate easily.
Nihilist.
A person who rejects all religious, moral, and political beliefs and values. A person who believes life is meaningless and void of purpose.
Examples:
Violent nihilist. Militant nihilist. The professor accused the student of being a nihilist for constantly challenging the course material.
Subtraction.
The process or action of removing one number from another, the mathematical operation of finding the difference between two numbers or quantities.
Examples:
Subtraction equation. Double-digit subtraction. The subtraction of expenses from revenue resulted in a net profit for the company.
Obstruction.
Something that blocks the path or progress of something else, an obstacle or barrier that impedes movement, action, or progress.
Examples:
Airway obstruction. Obstruction of justice. The tree branch in the middle of the walking path created an obstruction for pedestrians.
Sleepwalk.
To walk about or perform other physical activities while asleep or in a sleep-like state. To engage in automatic behavior while asleep.
Examples:
Sleepwalk through life. Sleepwalk at night. My sister used to sleepwalk as a child, but she eventually outgrew it.
Pavilion.
A large, often ornate tent or booth, often used for entertainment or public events, a building or structure, often in a park or other public space, used for meetings, exhibitions, or social gatherings.
Examples:
Garden pavilion. Beach pavilion. The outdoor wedding reception was held in a beautiful pavilion overlooking the lake.
Exposition.
A comprehensive description and explanation of an idea or theory, a collection of things, such as goods or works of art, etc., for public display.
Examples:
An international exposition. Rational exposition. The exposition in the novel provides background information on the characters and setting.
Saturate.
To completely fill or soak something with a substance, To completely permeate or imbue something with a particular quality or element, to make something thoroughly absorbed.
Examples:
Saturate the market. Saturate the cloth with water. To enhance the flavor, the chef decided to saturate the meat with a flavorful marinade.
Emergent.
Starting to exist or view, or to become known.
Examples:
Emergent repair of an aorta. An emergent republic. Extensive areas of emergent plants are usually called marsh.
Insatiable.
Impossible to satisfy or content, having a strong desire or craving that is excessive or unquenchable.
Examples:
Insatiable curiosity. Insatiable appetite. His insatiable hunger for success drove him to work countless hours.
Virtuosity.
A very high degree of skill, fluency, or style in performing or playing.
Examples:
Pyrotechnic keyboard virtuosity. Exhibit virtuosity. She performed an electric display of virtuosity.
Orthodoxy.
Adherence to a conventional or widely accepted set of beliefs or practices, especially in religion or politics, the accepted or established doctrine or teachings of a particular group or institution.
Examples:
Religious orthodoxy. Intellectual orthodoxy. The Church's orthodoxy on certain issues was deeply ingrained.
Decidedly.
In a manner that is beyond doubt or question, in a way that is clear and unmistakable, in an emphatic or determined manner.
Examples:
Decidedly unfriendly. Decidedly different. She was decidedly unimpressed with his latest attempt at a joke.
Rethink.
To consider again a plan, idea, etc., especially to change it.
Examples:
Rethink a marketing plan. Rethink the role of the manager. We have to rethink our company's product lineup for further growth.
Nozzle.
A tube or spout through which a liquid or gas is discharged, particularly one attached to a hose, pump, or spray gun.
Examples:
Nozzle attachment. Fuel nozzle. The car wash nozzle sprayed a powerful stream of soapy water onto the vehicle.
Dew.
The tiny drops of water that have condensed on a cool surface overnight.
Examples:
A drop of dew. Morning dew. Moisture in the atmosphere condenses at night and forms dew.
Calibrate.
To measure or adjust something, typically a machine or device, to ensure accurate functioning or to match a standard or desired level of performance.
Examples:
Calibrate machinery. Calibrate measurements. It's important to calibrate the equipment regularly to ensure accurate results.
Tensegrity.
A structural principle based on the use of discontinuous compression elements in a network of continuous tension, allowing for lightweight and stable structures.
Examples:
Tensegrity sculptures. Tensegrity design. Tensegrity structures can distribute forces and withstand external pressures more efficiently than traditional construction methods.
Blur.
A faint or indistinct image or sound, something that is not clear or distinct. Verb, to become unclear, to lose clear vision.
Examples:
Blur image. Motion blur. The camera's focus was off, and the image was a blur of colors and shapes.
Step.
A vast, wide, and usually treeless plain, typically found in semi-arid or arid regions, characterized by fertile soil and grassy vegetation, often used for grazing livestock, an expansive and open grassland ecosystem found in Eurasia and North America.
Examples:
Steppe climate. Barren steppe. The nomadic tribes set up camp on the vast steppe.
Habitable.
Able to be lived in, suitable or fit for living in, providing sufficient conditions for survival and well-being.
Examples:
Habitable planet. Habitable space. The astronauts discovered a potentially habitable planet in the neighboring galaxy.
Featureless.
Lacking distinctive qualities, characteristics, or features, plain, unremarkable, or nondescript.
Examples:
Featureless landscape. Featureless interior. The wall was featureless, with no patterns or designs to break up its dullness.
Purposeful.
Having a specific aim or purpose, determined.
Examples:
Purposeful series of actions. At a purposeful pace. She had a purposeful look and was determined to complete the task.
Whiteout.
A meteorological phenomenon occurring in winter conditions, where snowfall and strong winds create a uniform, featureless white appearance that obscures visibility.
Examples:
Severe whiteout. Whiteout snowstorm. Travel advisories were issued due to the whiteout conditions on the highway.
Spectacle.
Something or someone seen, especially a notable or unusual sight, an optical device consisting of a frame that houses a pair of lenses for correcting defective vision.
Examples:
Pretty spectacle. Spectacle lens. She could not help watching the sad spectacle.
Disperse.
To spread out or distribute over a broad region, or to cause something to do so.
Examples:
Disperse false information. disperse the protesters. Before authorities dispersed the protesters, they yelled slogans.
Build up.
The accumulation or increase of something over time.
Examples:
Lactic acid buildup. Huge military buildup. The buildup of stress over time can lead to health problems.
Climax.
The most intense or exciting moment of an event or experience. The point of highest dramatic tension or emotional intensity in a story, plot, or performance.
Examples:
Emotional climax. Reach a climax. The climax of the movie had everyone on the edge of their seats.
Attenuate.
To weaken or reduce the intensity of something, such as a sound, feeling, or substance, to make something thinner or less dense.
Examples:
Attenuate the signal. Attenuate the power. The scientist was able to attenuate the virus by altering its genetic code.
Apprehension.
The act of apprehending or arresting someone, a feeling of anxiety, worry, or uncertainty about something that may happen in the future, understanding or comprehension of something, particularly a complex or abstract concept or idea.
Examples:
Criminal apprehension. Apprehension of danger. The company's CEO felt a sense of apprehension before making the major decision.
Disorient.
To make someone confused about where they are or where they should go.
Examples:
Disorient his audience. Disorient and wrong-foot viewers. Several studies have indicated that human activity at sea might disorient dolphins and whales.
Ascend.
To go or move upward, to become king or queen, to inherit something, such as a power.
Examples:
Ascend the ladder. Ascend to power. The plane began to ascend into the sky.
Sensibility.
Mental responsiveness and awareness towards something.
Examples:
Cultural sensibility. Design sensibility. Everything he writes shows the breadth of his sensibility.
Apparition.
The appearance of a ghost or ghost-like image, a sudden and unexpected appearance of something or someone.
Examples:
Apparition ghost. Mysterious apparition. Walking through the graveyard at night, I saw an eerie apparition of a ghostly figure.
Edible.
Fit or safe to be eaten, able to be consumed as food.
Examples:
Non-edible ingredients. Edible vegetables. I made sure to pick only edible mushrooms for our dinner.
Bestow.
To give something to somebody, especially as an honor or present.
Examples:
Bestow the name. Bestow a warm praise. He did not bestow one thought on his dead friend.
Retrospective.
Looking back on or dealing with past events or situations, particularly those that are considered important or influential. An exhibition or showing of a particular artist's work, covering an extended period of time.
Examples:
Retrospective review. Retrospective study. The retrospective exhibition featured some of the artist's earliest works.
Parasite.
An organism that lives on or in another organism and benefits by deriving nutrients at the other's expense.
Examples:
Blood-sucking parasite. Parasite disease. Tapeworms are parasites that live in the intestines of humans and animals.
Cohesive.
Causing cohesion, bringing people or things together.
Examples:
Cohesive ability. Highly cohesive group. He skillfully combines these fragments into a cohesive whole.
Hostility.
Aggressive or unfriendly feelings or behavior.
Examples:
An act of hostility. Bitter hostility. Her unconcealed hostility made us unpleasant.
Robotic.
Of or relating to mechanical robots, robotics, the interdisciplinary branch of computer science and engineering with the practical use of robots.
Examples:
Robotic arm. Robotic guide operation. The surgeon removed the tumor using robotic video assistance.
Honeybee.
A type of bee that is known for producing honey and pollinating flowers.
Examples:
Honeybee colony. Aggressive honeybee. The honeybee hive is organized into a caste system with a queen, drones, and workers.
Unfold.
To open up or spread out something that is folded or rolled up, to reveal or disclose something that was previously hidden or unknown.
Examples:
Unfold the story. Unfold the stroller. The mystery unfolded as the detectives gathered more clues.
Pierce.
To cut or make a way through with a sharp instrument.
Examples:
Pierce the armored shells. Pierce a mystery. The extreme cold pierced our bones.
Blemish.
A mark or imperfection that detracts from the appearance of something, typically a person's skin or features. Verb, to spoil, mar, or damage the appearance or quality of something.
Examples:
Blemish my record. Skin blemish. I have a blemish on my face that I am trying to cover with makeup.
Perforate.
To make small holes or punctures in something, often with a tool or sharp object.
Examples:
Perforate paper. Perforate eardrum. After the medical exam, the doctor suspected that the patient's ulcer might have perforated, leading to more severe health complications.
Sect.
A group of people who follow a particular religious or philosophical belief system, especially one that is regarded as outside the norm or mainstream.
Examples:
Sect beliefs. Secret sect. The minority sect believed in a set of unconventional religious practices.
Groan.
To make a low, moaning sound, often indicating pain, discomfort, or dissatisfaction.
Examples:
Groan in pain. Groan for water. The sight of the huge pile of laundry made me groan with dread.
Blackout.
A loss of electric power for a general region, a suspension of radio or TV broadcasting, a momentary loss of consciousness.
Examples:
Media blackout. Memory blackout. The nationwide blackout caused widespread power outages and disrupted daily life.
Acoustics.
A branch of physics that deals with the study of mechanical waves in gases, liquids, and solids, including topics such as vibration, sound, ultrasound, and infrasound.
Examples:
Specialize in acoustics. The engineer of acoustics. The physicist specializes in acoustics.
Nuisance.
Something or someone that causes annoyance, inconvenience, or discomfort, an unpleasant or irritating thing or person.
Examples:
Traffic nuisance. Nuisance call. The barking dog next door is becoming quite a nuisance.
Encompass.
To surround or cover something completely, to include a large number of or different types of things entirely.
Examples:
Encompass a broad range. Encompass the enemy. The optimal solution that would encompass all these elements has yet to be proposed.
Curator.
A person whose job is to manage the objects or artworks in a museum, art gallery, etc.
Examples:
Curator of a library. Interim curator. The museum curator conserved the ancient manuscripts.
Contradictory.
Containing or consisting of conflicting or incompatible elements.
Examples:
Apparently contradictory. Contradictory evidence. His statements were contradictory, leaving the audience confused.
Inwardly.
In one's inner thoughts, feelings, emotions, or mental states, about one's internal or subjective experience.
Examples:
Protest inwardly. Inwardly happy. She inwardly wished that she had prepared more for the exam.
Conceit.
An excessively high opinion of oneself, self-importance.
Examples:
Full of conceit. Puffed up with conceit. His vain conceit made it difficult for him to work well with others.
Dispense.
To distribute, allocate, or deliver something to the intended recipients.
Examples:
Dispense with ceremony. Dispense justice. The pharmacist started to dispense medication to patients.
Choreograph.
To compose a sequence of dance steps, often to music.
Examples:
Choreograph a stage performance. Exquisitely choreographed. He had choreographed the dance in this play himself.
Compress.
To press or squeeze together, to make something take up less space.
Examples:
Compress the chest. Compress gas. She compressed the files into a single zip archive to save space on her computer.
Panoramic.
Relating to an unobstructed and wide view of an extensive area, all-encompassing.
Examples:
Panoramic landscape. Panoramic camera. We hiked to the top of the hill for a panoramic view of the city below.
Lenticular.
Having the shape or form of a lens or lentil, flat and usually circular with rounded edges, often referring to cloud formations that resemble lenses or smooth, saucer-like objects.
Examples:
Lenticular animation. Lenticular lens. The hiker witnessed a beautiful display of lenticular clouds forming over the mountain peaks.
Perpendicular.
Forming, situated at, or being at a right angle to a given line or plane, upright or vertical, at right angles to the horizon.
Examples:
Perpendicular angles. Perpendicular walls. The two lines were perfectly perpendicular to each other.
Stalk.
To follow or track someone or something closely and quietly, usually to cause harm or surveillance, to move slowly and quietly to avoid detection. Noun, the main stem of a plant that supports leaves, flowers, and fruit, the stem or main axis of a support structure or framework.
Examples:
Stalk of celery. Stalk from the room. The hunter quietly stalked the deer for hours before taking the shot.
Culminate.
To reach a peak or climax.
Examples:
Culminate in a heart attack. Culminate in failure. The event will culminate in a grand fireworks display. Cantilever. A long projecting beam or structure that is anchored at one end and carries a load at the other end, often used to support balconies, walkways, and bridges.
Examples:
Cantilever beam, cantilever bridge. The designer utilized a cantilever technique to create a sleek and modern staircase.
Curate.
A clergyman who is in charge of a parish, a person in charge of a museum, gallery, or church, responsible for the care and display of its collections and exhibitions. Verb, to carefully select, organize, and maintain items in a collection, exhibition, or presentation.
Examples:
Perpetual curate. Curate an art website. The art museum has hired a curate to select and display pieces from its collection.
Hypnotic.
Inducing sleep, causing sleepiness, particularly as a result of a repetitive noise or motion.
Examples:
Mild hypnotic. Hypnotic effect. His voice had a hypnotic quality for me.
Lava.
Molten rock that has been extruded from a volcano and solidified, a highly fluid, highly heated substance or material.
Examples:
Lava flow. Molten lava. The volcano's eruption caused a lava river to flow down the mountainside.
Convergent.
Tending to come together or meet at a point, merging or intersecting, characterized by similarities or commonalities, particularly in different fields or areas of knowledge.
Examples:
Convergent beam. Convergent thinking. The similarities between the two cultures suggest convergent evolution.
Hypnosis.
A mental state characterized by focused attention, relaxation, and heightened suggestibility, often induced for therapeutic or entertainment purposes.
Examples:
Hypnosis therapy. Self-hypnosis. He underwent hypnosis to try and remember the forgotten details of the incident.
Obsession.
The state in which a person's mind is filled with thoughts of one single object or particular person.
Examples:
Obsession with character. National obsession. Gambling became an obsession for him, and he eventually lost everything.
Purge.
To remove or get rid of something, especially that is unwanted or impure.
Examples:
Purge the system. Purge his sins. The government tried to purge corrupt officials from the bureaucracy.
Distract.
To draw someone's attention away from what they are trying to do.
Examples:
Distract attention from the real issue. Distract public opinion. Please don't distract me while I'm studying.
Tuck.
To push a stray piece of clothing or material into a certain area or position, especially to make it more orderly or comfortable.
Examples:
Tuck a baby in the blanket. Tuck into another cigarette. You should tuck your shirt into your trousers.
Descend.
To move downward and lower, to come from or to be connected by a relationship of blood.
Examples:
Descend a steep hill. Descend by elevator. She was descended from an old Italian noble family.
Hermetic.
Completely sealed or airtight, often used to describe a container or space, having a mysterious or hard to understand quality, often used to describe a text or idea that is difficult to interpret or decode.
Examples:
Hermetic philosophy. Hermetic environment. The scientists used a hermetic seal to prevent air from entering the laboratory experiment.
Broadway.
A famous street in New York City, specifically in the borough of Manhattan, renowned for its theaters and musical productions, the commercial theater district and the theater industry in general.
Examples:
Broadway show. Broadway theater. We watched an incredible Broadway musical last night.
Intimacy.
Close familiarity or friendship, a close, familiar, and usually affectionate or loving personal relationship with another person.
Examples:
On terms of intimacy. Build intimacy. They were looking for intimacy in their relationship and wanted to be close to each other.
Rumble.
To make a low, heavy continuous sound.
Examples:
Rumble an order. Rumble down the dirt track. The thunder rumbled in the distance.
Coffin.
A box or container used to bury a dead body, a case or structure resembling a coffin.
Examples:
Coffin lid. Wooden coffin. The priest prayed over the coffin before it was lowered into the ground.
Gutter.
A channel along the edge of a road or structure for carrying away rainwater.
Examples:
Gutter system. A building gutter. The gutter on the roof's edge was clogged with leaves, causing water to overflow.
Aisle.
A passage between rows of seats in a theater, airplane, or other public building, typically one of two or more running parallel with the main body of the structure.
Examples:
Aisle seat. The center aisle of a church. She walked down the aisle to the front of the church.
Intermission.
A break or pause in performance, play, or event.
Examples:
Short intermission. Without intermission. During intermission, the audience could stretch their legs and grab a drink.
Bioengineering.
The application of engineering principles to the design and production of biological systems and products.
Examples:
Bioengineering field. Bioengineering techniques. The bioengineering lab has state-of-the-art equipment and software for analyzing biological systems and designing new solutions.
Entail.
To involve or require something as necessary, particularly as a consequence of a particular situation or action, to impose a burden or restriction on something.
Examples:
Entail legal consequences. Entail risks. The job offer entails a lot of responsibility and hard work.
Veneer.
A thin layer of material applied to the surface of something for decoration or protection, a superficial or deceptive outward appearance that conceals the true nature of something beneath it.
Examples:
Veneer knowledge. Veneer stone. The wooden table had a thin veneer of cherry wood on top, giving it a beautiful and glossy finish.
Proscenium.
The part of a theater stage that is framed by an arch and is in front of the curtain.
Examples:
Proscenium arch. Proscenium stage. The proscenium opening was the part of the stage in front of the curtain.
Mock-up.
A full-scale or scaled-down model or representation of a design or concept, typically used for demonstration, evaluation, or testing purposes before the final product is produced.
Examples:
Mock-up design. Product mock-up. The designer created a website mock-up to get client feedback before finalizing the design.
Chandelier.
A branched decorative light fixture designed to be mounted on ceilings or walls.
Examples:
Twinkling chandelier. Chandelier-lit room. This room had a chandelier glittering with crystals.
Exude.
To emit or release a liquid, smell, or expression gradually and slowly, to display an emotion, quality, or characteristic in a spontaneous and natural way.
Examples:
Exude confidence. Exude charm. The flowers exude a sweet fragrance.